Once again, one of the biggest free agents in baseball, Juan Soto, is scheduled to become a free agent. One of the biggest stars in baseball, Juan Soto, the 26-year-old, is scheduled to become a free agent and one of the highest paid players ever, possibly, possibly getting more money than Otani. Probably less, a little bit less, but not by much. But he's the most coveted free agent out there, 26 years old, very, very young, and he's looking to break the bank. And as I would if I was in his shoes. Before we get into potential suitors for Juan Soto and stuff, make sure to subscribe to my channel, like, share, subscribe, comment below your thoughts on Juan Soto. So yes, let's get to it. So Juan Soto, yes, once again, Juan Soto is looking to make bank, as he roughly should, right? Right, what is he looking for? Apparently 700 million for 14 years. I don't know. I think it's a little far fetched. He may get that, but he's looking to make big money, possibly as much as Otani, or just maybe a little bit less. But he might end up being the second highest paid player in baseball. Also, he's not looking the difference between him and Otani, but it looks like from the reporters, the insiders, he's not looking for deferred money. He's looking for upfront money and maybe bonuses, stuff like that. So the difference that Otani is getting from the Dodgers is deferred money. Looks like it's the opposite with Soto, according to the insiders, that he's not looking for deferred money. He's looking for upfront money. Now, why we don't? I mean, yeah, I would definitely, if I was him, I would go for the upfront money over the deferred money, honestly. But it doesn't matter. He's also, you got to remember, he does have Scott Boras as his free agent as his representative. Remember last year, Scott Boras was struggling to find homes for his clients. Matt Chapman, Jordan Montgomery, Clay Bellinger, and others were struggling to find homes. Even Jordan Montgomery did one of the weirdest things. He let him go with a new agency, a new agent. But I don't think Scott Boras didn't have a problem this time. Not with Soto. I think with Soto, no, because this Soto's a different case than all those three players I mentioned. This is a franchise player, one of the top 5, 10 players in the league, top 5 maybe offensive hitter in the league, right? You got Judge, Otani, Soto, maybe top 3, right? So I don't think Scott Boras didn't have the problem like he had last year with some of his clients, like he's gonna have with Soto and possibly others in this free agent class, because I believe he has other top free agents that I don't think he'll have issues with getting deals done with. Now with Soto, yeah, he's looking for a monster contract, and that's gonna pretty much eliminate like 80 to 85% of teams in MLB. I mean, you're not gonna get the teams like the Tampa Bay Rays, the Miami Marlins, Oakland A's. You're gonna go to Sacramento, then eventually Las Vegas. You're not gonna get teams like that. You're not gonna get the teams in the middle class like the Cleveland Guardians, Minnesota Twins, Milwaukee Brewers, Pittsburgh Pirates, Cincinnati Reds. Oh, Pittsburgh, you can whatever. Um, Kansas City. Okay, you're not gonna get teams in the middle class going after. Now it leaves the high payroll teams, the 2 New York teams, the Yankees and the Mets, the Dodgers. Even he won't go to the Angels, but the Angels have the money. But I don't. But yeah, they're a long way off. San Francisco maybe, Toronto, San Diego. I don't think so. I don't think San Diego is gonna go after him. I know San Diego in the past has gone big game hunting with players, and they had Soto before, but they traded Soto because they knew they couldn't afford him, and so they traded him a year ahead to get some assets back, which helped them get to the playoffs. They knew if they knew they could resign Soto, they would have done it by now. So I'm going to say San Diego's out, even though I don't consider them a high profile team, even though they act like it. But I feel like there's always six to seven teams that are in that'll be in the sweepstakes for Soto. The obvious choice is the Yankees. The Yankees need to resign Soto, and do they want to pay him more than Aaron Judge? Aaron Judge is probably going to win MVP in the AL. The difference is Soto kind of performed in the playoffs, where Aaron Judge was, well, nowhere to be seen in the playoffs. One good World Series game, but people are not going to remember him for that. They remember Aaron Judge for not catching the fly ball in Game 5, which Set a disaster for the Yankees, committing mistakes in that game, which cost them a big lead, like a 5-4-1, 4-5-1 lead. Eventually, the World Series in that game. That one inning, and Aaron Judge was with the forefront of it. But they might have to pay him more than Aaron Judge. Are the Yankees willing to pay him more than Aaron Judge? That's the question. Aaron Judge is making about 40 a year, but Soto wants more than. Are they willing to pay Soto more than Aaron Judge? Yes, he is younger. Aaron Judge is in his like low 30s, I believe. So eventually, as he gets older and he's tall, he may eventually slow down, and Soto will still be in his prime, while Judge will be in his mid 30s. Like Soto will probably be, when Soto's at around 28, 29, 30, Judge will probably be about 33, 34, 35. So Soto will still be in his prime, but Judge may not be in his prime by then. He may be past his prime. May still be good, but not at his best. But Soto will still be at his best. If he could get any better, that's the thing, though. Yes, you can say Soto has not hit 300. This is the first time he hit 40 home runs. It's true, but he's still one of the best hitters. Good eye at the plate, walks more than strikes out, has high on base percentage. He hit 288, I believe, but I believe he can hit 300. So he'll get you like high 280s to 300s, 30 to 40 home runs, 100 RBIs, and he'll walk a lot. So he's very valuable at the plate, and he's a left-handed hitter, so that helps a lot too. So the Yankees, yeah. Now the Yankees have competition with the Mets. Now the Mets for me were a surprise team. Surprise team. I did not have them going to the playoffs this year, especially the disaster last season. Now they also got a big free agent, and I think it's also a Boris client, Pete Alonso, their star first baseman, who the power hitting first baseman Pete Alonso. Okay, okay. Can they resign them both? What would Pete Alonso want? That's the question. Would they? I mean, yeah, and the Mets have been known, like money is no object to them. Like the Dodgers, right? Remember that one year? Verlander, Scherzer, and all that stuff. Are they willing to? Are willing to spend? Is Cohen willing to spend the cash on them too? Now the Dodgers are always the obvious choice because well, it's the Dodgers. They spend on anybody, right? Yeah, they can have every position player will be making more than 10 million, right? They could do the Dodgers unlimited amount of money. Not true at all. Okay, yeah, they may have they may no. I mean, no team has a unlimited amount of money. The owner always has their own personal cap budget, obviously. But the Dodgers obviously have like a feels like they have a limited amount of money and they can spend on anybody and they can get anybody. Kind of like New York Yankees at one point when Steinbrenner or George was running the show, right? Now the Dodgers are the obvious choice, another obvious choice because I mean like they're one of the payroll teams, obviously, right? One of the highest payroll team, right? Them and the Mets and the Yankees, whatever, so on. Apparently, Soto does not want to go to the West Coast. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so San Francisco is also in there. Now San Francisco has money, but if he's not willing to go to Dodgers, is he willing to go to San Francisco, right? Like seriously. Then we got Toronto. And I'm a Blue Jay fan. I'm from Toronto. I would love to have Soto. No question about him and Vladdy as a 1-2 after Vladdy's good year, but they have to resign Vladdy, who could be a free agent in the year, and he may win a lot. So I don't know if they can afford. I mean, they technically could afford Vladdy and Soto because Rogers, who's their owner, is tons of money, a limited amount of money. They have not they have a budget themselves, but they have so much money. They might be arguably the richest, have the richest ownership of a team in the MLB, but they don't. But they're sometimes though um, careful what they spend their money on on a sports team. But the thing is, Soto would definitely make him better offensively, but Toronto needs more. Toronto also needs other holes to be fixed, like third base and shortstop. Soto with Philadelphia outfield and some of the offensive roles at the plate, but he does not fix third base and second base. And the question is with Bichette and the extension with Vladdy. Is it Bichette? They're going to try to resign Bichette. Is Bichette going to have a battle back year before he's free? Is Vladdy going to try to resign? Well, everybody's suggesting they should this offseason resign. So I think the Blue Jays could be in it. I mean, they were in the Otani sweepstakes, so I don't see why they would not be in the Soto sweepstakes, or at least kick tires on Soto. Also, I mean, last year when the Yankees in the Padres are talking, negotiations for that it seemed were going well. It did not well. It seems like it was falling apart. Then the rumors came out, the insiders league, Toronto interested in Soto, and I think that got the Yankees interested back in Soto and offered a very solid deal, a good deal that the San Diego accepted. Because I think they got scared when Toronto reports came out Toronto was interested in Soto if they were not going to get Ohtani. So yeah, I can see that. San Diego, I don't see. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Where do you think Soto will go? I think he stays in New York. And I think he stays in the Yankees. I think the Yankees would be dumb to let him go, honestly. Dumb, stupid. I know Garrett Cole. There's things going on with Garrett Cole. I think they're going to be Gleyber. I think they're going to move on with Gleyber Torres. I think Torres is going to leave the team because he is a free agent. I think Torres is going to find a new home. But what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below, guys. Thank you, guys.